Good morning. I hope you're doing great. This is D.وليد, and in this episode of the podcast, we are going to talk about the basics of English. So stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to English Essentials, your go to podcast for learning basic English. I'm your host, Waleed, and today we're diving into the basics of English for learners in Middle East. Whether you're just starting out or looking to brush up on your skills, this episode is for you. Let's get started. Learning a new language can be challenging, but with the right approach, it can also be incredibly rewarding. Today, we'll cover some foundational elements of English that every beginner should know. We'll focus on basic grammar and vocabulary to get you started on the right foot. To get you started on the right foot, it means أن تكون في المكان المناسب لهذا البدء. هذا البودكاست مخصص تحديداً لمتعلمي اللغة الإنجليزية كلغة ثانية في الشرق الأوسط. راح تلاحظون إحنا دا نبدي نتحدث ميكس عربي وإنجليزي حتى يكون شاد إلك وتستمر فيه بالاستماع. الاستماع هو أول مصدر للمعلومة أن تدخل دماغك، وبالتالي لازم تكون مستعد أن تحتضن هذه المعلومة وتراجعها. First, let's talk about grammar. هي قواعد اللغة والشكل والمعنى والصوت. Let's talk about grammar. Grammar is the set of rules that govern how we construct sentences in a language. For beginners, it's essential to understand the basic components of English sentences: the subject, verb, and the object. Subject هو الفاعل، والفعل هو verb، والobject هو المفعول. Subject and verbs. Number 1. The subject is who or what the sentence is about. For example, in the sentence, she runs, she is the subject because she is doing something. The verb is the action or state of being. In our example, runs is the verb. If that is clear, let's go to point number 2. Basic sentence structure. English typically follows a subject, verb, object. We call it SVO. Structure. For example, he eats an apple, where he is the subject, eats is the verb, and an apple is the object. That is clear. Please follow me to point number 3. I promise, almost there. The simple present tense is used for actions that happen regularly or facts. For example, I study English every day. Here, study is the verb in the simple present tense. Now, if that is clear, let's go to the vocabulary. Let's look at some basic vocabulary. Vocabulary is the set of words you need to communicate effectively. Here are few categories of words that are essential for beginners. For greetings, we have hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Common verbs. You need to learn eat, drink, go, come, see, hear, speak, read, and write. إذا تعلمتهم أكاد أجزم راح تبدي تتحرك عندك مكامن اللغة. Everyday nouns. We have house, car, book, pen, school, food, water, and friend. هذه الأسماء لازم تتدرب على لفظهم وتتدرب على معناهم. Now we go to adjectives. Good, bad, happy, sad, big, small, hot and cold. اللي يميز اللغة الإنجليزية أنه الكلمات بها ويعاد تدويرها. Let's practice because practice makes perfect. It is important to practice these basics regularly. Here are a few tips to help you practice. Daily practice. Spend at least 15 minutes each day reading, writing, or speaking in English. Consistency is key. 2. Use flashcards. Create flashcards with new vocabulary, words, and review them daily. This will help you remember new words and their meanings. Watch and listen. Watch English movies that are social, that are similar to what we see in real life. TV shows, or listen to English podcasts. This helps you get used to the sound and rhythms of the language. Rhythm هو الإيقاع أو النغمة. And also don't forget to practice with friends and strangers. If you have friends who are also learning English, practice speaking with them. You can help each other in the conclusion. Remember, learning a new language is a journey. It takes time, patience, and lots of practice. But with dedication, you'll see progress. Start with these basic grammar rules and vocabulary words, and you'll be on your way to mastering English. Before we wrap up, here's a motivational quote to keep you inspired. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. That is Dr. Seuss. I hope you found this episode helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcasts for more tips and lessons on learning English. Until next time, keep practicing and stay motivated. Goodbye and happy learning.